Delilah Taylor here, and we are back. And told you earlier, we had a few scheduling hiccups. Little things happen on live shows. That's just the way it goes. But hey, guess what? We got Allie now. He's here, believe it or not. So we're going to go ahead and add this in because you know what? He's awesome. Always has been. Known Allie for a while. Allie, say hello to everybody and what's going on?
Let's have a look. There's always technical stuff. Hey, there we go. Thank you again, Delilah, for letting me on the show. And yes, I'm here located in the UK in London. And due to some kind of scheduling stuff, yeah, there was a bit of a hiccup. But staying true to my word, I thought I had to make sure I get on the show and give you guys some awesome content. Right, Delilah?
Absolutely, always. Now, I met you probably, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe a little more.
Yeah, probably. I guess probably at the start of the year. And before you know it, look, time goes like that. And already, you know, you're running the show, aren't you? Now you're managing WSO launches and all sorts. So you're busy.
Yes. Now today's show was top 3 tactics for snagging and bagging JVs for your launch, and that was one of the biggest things. You and I have to admit, you and Simon Harries both were absolutely phenomenal to me. I mean, you guys truly were. You both got on a call with me, and I had a launch going on at the time, and you're like, run down a list of things. All right, do this, do this, do this, do this. Get this done. Talk with this person, talk with that person, talk with that person. And you really, without even knowing it, kind of like laid the bricks for my JV management biz. You and Simon did. So I want you to give us some of your top tips of ways that you gather JVs, because you are like the man at this.
Thank you for those comments, but there's so many. I mean, there's loads of other people we could talk about that are doing this on a whole different scale. But this is the thing. A lot of people talk about, how do I get JVs, or how do I build those relationships? Because everybody's launching, right? And just ignore the fan. It just wanted to drop off, right? So everybody wants to know how to get JVs because they're launching and they want support. But how do you actually build up solid relationships, not short term but long term, and you be genuine about it? So the key to this, right, is actually being, number one, genuine, and actually caring, all right, about your partners, but actually not rushing to say, hey, look at me, I've got a launch, support me. I say, no. How can I help you first? How can I get you what you want? And then in turn, if it comes back to me, great. But if not, you never know down the line that person might support you in another way, where they might refer you, they might introduce you. And that alone is worth way much more than just getting that initial quick support. You with me?
Absolutely, and I agree. And as you go along, as you make these relationships, you'll find out it's a lot of back and forth. There's times that I'll be helping you, times that you're helping me, just like now, you know. But you tend to rely on each other. There's not, regardless of if you're doing a launch by yourself or with partners or anybody else, you're still building those relationships with those JVs, and they're going to come back to you, and you're always continued in that relationship. So be nice to everyone and always helping everyone.
But that's the great thing, like you just said, like being nice to everyone. Now, being genuine, when we say being genuine, is that you really are interested in building that relationship. And I mean, you've got to remember psychology, that if you're trying to build a relationship under some kind of false pretenses, naturally that person's going to understand. I mean, it's all psychology, right? People understand. If you're being disingenuous, people will read it very, very quickly. And especially when you interact, maybe it's your first time, you're actually interacting with a possible partner or trying to build that relationship. People understand it, just from the initial conversation. People will pick up exactly what you're looking for. And a great tool or piece of advice I can give you is that try to get introductions, because that will completely give you the upper hand, essentially, because someone's referring you, someone that knows them, that's already their friend or has already some credibility with that person. Say, hey, look, can you give me an introduction? And they say if you can get if you know someone that knows at least three people, try to get 3 introductions at least minimum, and then build it from there. But it's always about, if you're meeting someone for the first time or a JV partner, right? Say, hey, maybe, can I give you a testimonial? Can I help you out? Is there anything I can help you with? And that alone, that might come back later. Even something like this, giving a testimonial, you might know this, but it's about getting yourself exposure. Actually, if you look at someone's product and say, let me look at this, let me review this, and then you put this into your testimonial. But it shows if you've actually done the research, because I've done this myself, okay? If you've got some product to review, actually go through it and think, how could I adapt this? How can I make a strategy out of this? And then because you know the product inside out, it will definitely come across in your testimonial, and people will appreciate you for it because you're actually giving value in your testimonial as well. And it reinforces it and it endorses the product. And before you know it, if you're out there and you're being seen everywhere, then you can get elevated in authority, all right? And just imagine you being on a 6-figure launch. People can say, oh, who's this person? And that alone can get you eyeballs or get you attention. And that's what this industry is about getting attention. Hence why it's good as as an individual vendor or affiliate to get out, go to events and go to workshops and be seen everywhere. I'm sure you've seen probably some of my posts there. And there's people like, for example, I have to give a shout out to Matt Ford. He's everywhere. So, just keep following Matt Ford.
Yeah, I was chatting with Matt yesterday. Great guy. Hey, you have a group that follows your selfies and stuff. I mean, that's hilarious.
You know what it is? I'll be honest. The reason it's all about getting attention, okay? But there can be there's no such thing as bad attention or good attention. Essentially, as they say, right? Any kind of attention is good attention. But what the reason with the selfies is that sometimes people can't be out there, they can't be seeing what's going on, they can't go to events, or they're missing out. And this all started from, I'll be honest, this started from the marketing mayhem, right? When we went out there in April, I thought, you know what, why not just make a video blog? I woke up, I was on the balcony, I thought, let me just give a bit of my insight, how I was feeling, in the morning, how it was going, who I was meeting, and it worked out great. I mean, people actually were very receptive to that, and they were like, wow, this is what I'm missing out on. And naturally it created even more of an online event alongside the physical event. And from that I thought, you know what, let's show behind the scenes of how, what I'm getting up to, basically showing people how, even when we went to Liverpool, there was other events that happened in Las Vegas, and people like to know what's going on, and it's cool to kind of be behind a fly on the wall. But it works very well because it gets you attention. So if I'm not saying you go out there and do as many selfies, but there's nothing stopping you from doing so. But it gets you attention. That's the thing. People are like, oh, who's this guy? Like, I had people saying, look, all day long in my news feeds, I keep seeing your pictures. And guess what? People think, what's this guy doing? He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Gets you attention. So why people aren't doing it? I don't know why. But another reason for that is people think, what are people going to think? It's about worrying about what others are thinking of you because you'll be seen. Because they think it's that fear of, I can't, maybe it's fair, but it's like self-doubt. Should I be posting? What will people think? They might say this, they might say this, they might be negative. Well, if they're being negative, you don't want them as friends, essentially. You don't care. Let them unfriend you, let them go. It's about staying in a positive mindset. Stay with people that actually appreciate you and build from that. And essentially it's growing that network. Okay, you have to be seen, especially in this industry. You want people to know who you are. That's how you create that audience or that tribe. So that's exactly what you're doing as well right now.
Absolutely. This show came about. I woke up one morning and decided I wanted to do it, and 3 days later was the first live show, and it went over amazing. Everybody has loved it. It's been great. Now you, on the other hand, you have built just massive relationships from doing all these things. And on top of that, now you have a launch coming up with 2 amazing partners. Now one of them is your brother, we'll be honest. The other one is a huge guy in the industry that has, you've built that relationship from doing all this relationship building that you were talking about before. And so you've got a launch coming up that is going to be absolutely amazing. So You want to tell us about that?
Yeah. Well, the partners are with this launch of Pixel Studio FX. We're actually going live on September the 21st at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the partners on this launch are Jimmy Kim and my very older brother Adil Chowdhury. Now, these guys have been in this industry collectively more than 12 years. I mean, they've generated, multiple tens of millions of dollars online, and they've known each other for a very long time. But this is the first time we've actually come together and partnered up on this software. Okay, we've probably spent around 12 months doing this, and people are thinking, what is this software? But you know what I wanted to mention? Look, my brother is on this launch, and this is the reason I actually left. You'll probably see this is a reminder of the police to get into internet marketing. And put it as this: just because your family members in a business, or say for example for me coming into internet marketing, I'll be honest with you, I thought it was going to be easy. I thought, oh, I'm going to come and I'm going to leave the police and the money just going to start rolling in. Look, when someone's at that kind of level, as he is, thanks to God, he's at that level. People with that mindset, they don't make it easy for you. They don't just hand you stuff. And that's exactly what happened. He said to me, look, I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm not gonna babysit you. I'm gonna give you the information you need, and you go do it for yourself. And people won't even know this, that when he told me all this stuff, it would be a 5-minute conversation here and there, and he wasn't even in the country. So I've had it no way easy at all, and there was times like anyone else that you struggle, and you think maybe this is wrong, maybe we should go to 9 to 5, yada yada yada. But one thing, look, just you've got to be persistent if you're really serious about this, to stick at this. But moving away from that, I guess that'll be for another show if we do ever come back. Pixel Studio FX is essentially a web-based e-cover creator software, and there's nothing else like this on the market, and that's a pretty big statement to make. Especially that there have been others that have tried to come close, but what makes this software completely different is that we've incorporated so many aspects into this design software that we wanted to take this one step further and say, hey, how can people take this with zero skills, zero experience, and actually make an online income? So you think design software, how can you make money? Well, we've incorporated an additional application within this software where, for example, we can create all types of e-covers, and the best thing about this is that because we want anyone to pick this up, we've actually preloaded the software with, there's 200 different templates within this product. We've even got even more which we can talk about, but just imagine all the different niches and all the different industries catered for, and depending on your own personal needs, or when you go ahead and find clients, right, you can actually select that theme, and you can simply make minor alterations if you choose, and just like that, you've already got a template, a finished product. Okay. Now the great thing about this is that some of the features, is that all right? Can I go quickly through some features?
Oh, hey, absolutely. Because I was going to ask you, what kind of graphics do you do with it? What would you use them for? What sort of applications?
With the graphic design industry, especially with e-cover solutions, okay, we're talking about $1 billion industry, and some of the biggest industries right now. We're talking about this will cover even Kindle covers. It will cover software boxes, cover ebooks, different magazines. There's even a variety. Even we've got CDs you could customize. Put it as this: every kind of model. There's around 32 models in this, but all the models you can imagine. When you've got software launches, when we've got offline, online businesses, when they want to package their information, it will cover all of that. Especially with Kindle, such a huge industry, and all you would have to do is get the theme, and when you actually select the theme, it will populate, or it will give you a preview on the model before you've even downloaded, or you've kind of had to go through all these steps. It's just simple. Click a theme, it will preview on the model, and then you can select that model and make minor alterations, and straight away it's done. Now, because it's such a huge industry, you're never going to be short of anyone looking for designs. You know this yourself. How many launches per day is ridiculous, and some of the software covers you've seen, unfortunately, they're horrendous. Okay, a lot of people look. We're talking about sites like Fiverr. Okay. And you've got to remember, people might spend $5 for a cover, right? A cover design, but what are you showing your JV partners? What are you showing your customers? You're getting what you pay for. And if you're paying $5, do you honestly think you're going to get a design that speaks out in volumes, that speaks out professionalism, that speaks out a fantastic point of branding, because if you tarnish your branding, right, then people aren't really going to come back, because they think, well, they're not really investing in their own product. Why should I invest in this person when they don't even put in the money for their own product? So we've got to think about all the aspects. So so that really covers all of those things. I mean, all the models you would want or you would desire. So you're never going to get there's never going to be any kind of saturations of clients out there. I mean, for example, like even if you went offline and you went and grabbed a company offline, you could say, look, I could be your designer, charge them $2,000 a month, and you could give them a limit of 50 covers a month. And the great thing about this, do you want to know what the great thing about this is as well? Oh, well, there's two things I'll come on to, but imagine once you've done a model, once you've done a design, you can send them a preview link. You don't send them a zip file, you don't download, upload, none of that. You can send them a preview link, a URL. They'll click that URL and they can see the preview before you've even downloaded it. And on top of that, they can mark and they can leave notes what alterations they want. And you're going to be faster now. Yeah. Imagine you're going to be faster than any of your competitors. I mean, your turnaround time is going to be so quick. They're going to think, wow, this is some lightning speed service. Sounds cheesy, but you're going to be so quick that it's going to be ridiculous. No more waiting weeks. But the thing we wanted to do different is we want people to actually make an income from this. So we've included additional software integrated with Pixel Studio FX, where it will allow you to search in real time for all kind of e-cover design jobs listed on 99 Design, Upwork, Elance, Guru.com, and many more. So it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Nice.
So
I actually like the idea, because honestly, I just have a hard time trying to outsource stuff. I have a hard time trying to find people to take the job, which is killing me.
That's the thing, isn't it? This what we've done with this as well. I mean, all of the designs here. I mean, I'm not sure if you've seen the preview yet. We'll probably pop some images on there or show them a demo. But the templates, they're not some kind of cheap templates. I mean, we spent a lot of money on these templates. If you've seen the templates, you will think a professional, some kind of a script action editor's done this. But this is everything's all drag and drop, fully customizable, and it's going to actually allow people to actually make money. If you want to create a design agency, that's one aspect that we cover. But it's going to allow you to basically go find real jobs out there that people want. I mean, I was looking using the software, funny enough, and I was looking at ebook creation designs, and there's people wanting to spend $500 for an e-cover. $500 for an e-cover. You could go right now and check Elance yourself. $500. Now imagine that.
Wow.
But here's the great thing as well. You could show them that cover, but you can show them additional models as well, and you could upsell them.
Nice.
you've got to be smart with this. You can upsell them. You can say, hey, look, if you've got any friends, I'll give you a discount. Introduce me to 5 people, I'll give you a discount. But there's so many strategies. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, you could go out and right now to the shop, offline business, marketing agency, online, offline, and say, look, I'm a designer. I'll hook you up. Here's my portfolio. Just take some templates from the software, and that's your portfolio. You think, of course, they will go crazy. They're going to want a real designer. Like you said, you have a problem finding people. You're someone that's going to give them quick drafts, and you're going to get the job done very quickly and very effectively, like no other. And here's the great thing, Delilah, right? If you wanted to, when you go into profit or you're making money from this very easily, you could even hire an outsourcer to take over this. So you got an income stream being automated. You got a whole business automated, a design agency essentially. You're laughing.
Nice.
So easy.
All right. So now this comes out on September 21st.
Yes, it does.
So what's in it for the JVs, for the affiliates?
Oh,
what are you doing for them?
Okay, for the JVs, I mean, we've got an entire funnel, and we're still going through the funnel, because with the Jimmy Kimmel deal, I mean, these guys are 7-figure earners, all right? They don't want this to be some kind of small launch, so we say. I mean, we're working with some huge partners at the moment. So for JVs, it's going to be 50% across the entire board. But you're asking me what's in it for JVs. Well, I'm going to tell you, first place is a brand new Camaro, a Chevrolet Camaro is first place. All right, a $20,000 vehicle. And the best part about it, you're thinking, well, what's the catch? Well, no catch. There's no minimums. So,
Nice.
I mean,
Everybody, I'll be the first one to tell you. I actually own a Chevy Camaro. I have the 2011 version, but I actually own one. It's very nice, upgraded. Those things are awesome, and they are fast.
Oh,
It flies. I have one. I know.
So I mean, we've got. I think we've got. Well, I don't think I know. We've got a prize pot of $35,000. I mean, first place is a brand new car. Second place is a motorcycle. Then third place is an ATV, and we've got some hoverboards. I mean, we've got some Apple products. I mean, there's so much for everyone to win in this. And one thing we wanted to make sure is that it's just well, it's about the prize as well. You want to make it enjoyable for the JVs as well, but for us as well, it's about creating that quality customer experience. So the customers are actually getting something that they're not just going to pick one game, let it gather dust. They're actually going to use this because it's going to allow them to use an income. It's going to help them to generate an income, not just for personal use, but we want people to actually use this to make money online. So we want to cover those two aspects. But JVs as well, as they're probably aware, I mean, we're hitting some, if you've probably seen recently, we're hitting some leaderboards right now. I mean, we always reciprocate. And when the key word is when we do bring the heat, I mean, we always hit the top 10, always hit the top 10. So JVs can expect us to reciprocate like we've always been doing.
Perfect. Do you want to show some, because you about that?
What would you want me to screen share the demo?
That, or I can add it on to the end of this video. It's really up to you. I know you're like in a time crunch, and I really appreciate you being here. So
no, that's fine. I'll see if I can pull it up, because it's these, you know, when you ever do these screen shares on Hangouts, you get one screen. It's so funny. So let me see if I can pull this up for you then. I'll have to do it for you, because otherwise you tell me off, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully everyone can hold on to their hats. Screen share. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, perfect. Let me see if I can get this up. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what you're seeing right now is the inside of the interface, and I mean, we really refine this. Can you see that clearly?
Absolutely. These look great.
I mean, you've got to imagine we've spent around 12 months on this, and a lot of, I mean, we're close to 6 figures on this software. But I mean, with the interface, we went to 3-4 different variations. We really refined this to make this as simple as possible. Now, to the left, you're going to see all the different industries, all the different niches, major ones like e-business. We've got health and fitness. Again, is another huge industry right there. And I mean, everything's
these
really
are
done
beautiful.
So I mean, you got to think these aren't some kind of quick, low budget covers that are just being put together. These are really high quality. But here's the great thing, all right? You're going to think, well, what can we actually do with these? Now, just pick a design, right? Once you select it, okay, let me just actually get in there, because it's actually chucking me out my own account. There you go. That's fine. Should be all right. So here we go. So I've selected my theme, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look, it's already populated on the covers.
Oh, nice.
So there's no more.
Just...
Yeah, because I mean, it's not a case of getting a box and then trying to wrap something around it. No, it's already doing it for you. So you could already visualize what it's going to look like. So let me actually go and select. So typical software boxes, you've got Kindle covers, we've got CDs, we've got iPads, magazines, ebooks, Blu-ray. So it's a monster. It is a monster. So let me go select this box right here, okay? And check out this beautiful canvas and all the editing tools.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
All of this
is gorgeous.
All of this is a drag and drop. I mean, we can all mix this around. I hope I always get your name wrong, but I'll get it right. Don't tell me. Slider Taylor. I hope it's right. So there we go.
Yeah, you got it right. Yay!
I mean, there's fonts and all sorts, everything that you need essentially. So let me see if I can get some. So look at that. Let's put your name like that. I mean, we've got. You're not going to believe this. I mean, we've got bucket loads, okay, of asset libraries as well. Everything you need. everything's in there. I mean, we've got so much in here. So you've got everything there, and it's all categorized as well. Very easy to find. We can even search the database. So everything that you need under one roof. You don't need to go, go download some graphics. You can if you want. We've also got additional system background. So you see what I just showed you?
Right.
Again, we've got more system images. You can upload your own stuff, more clip arts. And check this out, right? Say example, you want to change the background, or you want to change it around a bit. Just like this. It's so simple. Check this out.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, you did mention something that I was wanting to know, if you could upload your own, like people want to use their own picture, their own logo, and you said you could do that. That's really important. That's awesome.
I mean, if you're too tired, you can even allow the software to generate its own template or background.
Wow, talk about your lazy man way to do it. That is great.
Yeah. And again, we can do the same thing again. We can play around with the background for the CD cover as well. You can use your own solid colors, or you can upload your own image. I mean, let me just try to pick any random one. I mean, we can look at that, just like that. And then we would simply go ahead and select the preview. Now, once the preview is generated, it'll give you more options. I mean, for example, we can add a reflection, add a shadow. But this is what I wanted to show you, is the sharing link. Okay, now I've just done that very quickly just to demonstrate how quick it is. I mean, using existing covers. This is the link that it's generated me. Now, look how amazing this looks.
Oh my goodness.
So
that
you
is
give that
beautiful.
So you'll give this to your client, and they would click, and you can add comments like, I want to change the headline. I don't like the background. Can you put my name down below? Can you change the CD cover? So on and so forth. So these are some funky colors, but I just want to show you how very quick it is. And then you would get that feedback like that. Now, just coming back to the main interface. Now, we don't want to just give this to people and not let them harness the real power of Pixel Studio Effects. So we've actually given them full extensive training on this. All right.
Oh, that's great.
Everything is there for them, so they're never going to get confused. The one thing it does, though, it creates a very nice, effective customer experience. They understand exactly what the tools do and how to use them effectively to get the best out of this software. Now those videos are all done, but this is the part where, look, you see the dollar sign? I don't know if you can see the.
Yes.
This is where the money's made. Where the money's made. So say for example, ebook cover. I'm not going to do all of these search engines, but they mainly like platforms. So I'll just stick with Elance, but it's got a variety to choose from. So let me go to ebook cover, and it's going to bring up all of the design jobs wanted for ebook covers, right? And straight away, this chap here, he's saying, look, ebook cover design wanted. I need 4 e-covers. He hasn't put a price there, hourly rate. He's not sure. So what you could do, contact him. And I'm going to show you, we actually show you case studies on proposals, how to contact these people effectively to get the job. So you can contact him and show him different samples of what he already wants, because he's already mentioning diet system. So we can go get some covers from health and fitness, make additions and say, hey, this is the past jobs I've already done. I'll charge you as a one-off $50, $100, whatever you feel like. And yeah, he wants 4. If you show him a high quality, he's going to pay the money because he wants that cover. He wants his product to sell. And again, it does the selling for you. It's already done. This one, look, is $20 here. This one's looking for cover, $100 there. This one's looking for experienced graphic designer, $4 an hour. And again, we're just looking at one variation and one site alone. So you can keep changing the permutation, ebook cover software, Kindle covers, and we can keep doing this all day long.
That is amazing.
Now, again, we wanted to make this so good for people that they actually understand it. Check this out. We actually show you how to set your accounts profile, build your portfolio using the software, proposal tricks, case studies. Look, so this is the additional training we give. Look how cool that looks. We'll give you all of this. So it is literally all there. So we want people to actually use this and say, wow, we can actually make a real income using this. I mean, there's more strategies we can talk about, how you can then find clients and then go, you could even get a virtual assistant to manage all this. You make the money while you go relax. So it really has been designed to be simple. So
That
I mean,
is beautiful.
can I just show? I'll just show you 4 JVs as well. Check this out.
Yeah.
This is additional bundle cover creation. Okay, Group Shot Studio. So yeah, bundle covers, we've got it covered.
Wow.
So we do all of that as well. So no, don't get too worried. We cover all of that. And again, look, these I know for myself before when I've got a cover done, it was like $200-300, and it took me 2 to 3 weeks, yeah, for back and then a variation. We're happy with it, blah blah blah. You could do this within a few minutes, and it does. Look at all these covers. I mean, we've got tons. There's so many here.
You see, I've spent 2 to 3 weeks hunting for people to do it, and then still have to wait for them to finish the job. So this is of a time saver, and wind up with much better results than what I got, to begin with. So that's absolutely amazing.
I mean, you're never going to be short of templates as well. I mean, we've covered so many here. I mean, it really does cover all of them. So many. So, well, September 21st, this is going to be something. I'll tell you the reason as well. With graphic design, no one's really covered this industry with a real design software, because we saw a huge gap, and especially looking and doing the research. I mean, the video industry right now is booming. Everybody's releasing a video product, all right? There's non-stop products in the video industry. And some of these softwares you probably already know out in the industry. We've got like Video Maker FX, Easy Sketch Pro, Explaindio. They were phenomenal products. So we wanted to create a product that would be at that caliber, but for the graphic design industry. And we believe we've created that. So we're very excited for the launch of this. And we already have we've got a lot of partners already that are teaming up. They're gearing up. Everybody wants to win the brand new car or the cash equivalent, essentially. So hopefully now with a real demonstration, you can see, we're not messing around when it comes to this. I mean,
that is quality. Amazing quality. I've seen, well, you and I have both seen tons and tons of products. That one is incredible. You guys have really put some work into it. You said it's been what, like 12 months in the making? I believe it.
I mean, for 12 months, then we refined the processes. We got beta testers, and that again, the feedback, continuing getting the feedback. I mean, we're very excited about this. I can tell you look ecstatic. You're so excited about it.
Yeah, I can't wait to play with it. I just, it's like I just want to like go in and play with it. That looks great.
I mean,
what can I do here?
That's the thing. But the main thing is that a lot of people have access to these products, but we wanted to make something that will actually help people to make an income. But that can be so stupidly simple to do. And one thing we don't want anything technical. We don't want the interface being so complicated that you pick it up and they're like, how do I start adjusting this knob, or how do I tweak this color? No. We want to make this so someone with zero experience can actually pick this up and select a template, just like I've done, and make minor little changes and then get paid for it. And the software does it for you. So I'm sure the software, even the demonstration, if the JVs have actually checked out the page, would already know the software itself speaks for itself. So exciting time, September 21st at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square.
Absolutely. Go hit the link. Sign up right now, because there's Camaro waiting for you, and plenty of other items. And of course, obviously, it's gonna sell. It's a business in a box. I mean, the graphics alone are phenomenal. So if you're going to use those for your own business, or or you want to turn around and do offline with them, or you've already got linked for finding online business to set up and do right there and start making money immediately.
I mean, you know what the other thing is, I mean, how many people do you see trying to build a list, right? And they always give a free product away, or they put an ebook in there, and I mean, there's so many functionalities with this. I mean, even marketers are going to use this because they spend hundreds of dollars anyway for their software boxes, right? This, I mean, the price of this essentially, right, covers that box and then some. I mean, you're going to use this all the time. So, I mean, just imagine how many downloads or how many free opt-ins do you make, and you put a nice ebook cover there. You can keep changing around. You can have your own, launch after launch. You're using different boxes, but it's going to be something that, like a lot of these other products, when when they were out there, people didn't realize how much impact they were going to make. And before you know it, everyone was, jumping on board. So this is the time right now. People need to sign up right now, and they need to make sure they put their promotional strategies in place now, because we've got less than 2 weeks remaining. And the ones that really have the best conversions are the ones that educate their customers or their list or subscribers right now up until the launch time. So you can, you can actually join up with other partners. I think you're allowed up to 3 people to join in teams, but you've got to let us know before launch day, right? So this is time you lock in your promotions and you actually build a good campaign, because it's going to make money. It will make money, God willing.
Yeah, it's going to make money. Yeah, and he's right. Go ahead. Go hit the link, sign up as an affiliate right now. If you're going to get partners, grab your partners, and build up your own bonuses to go along with it, obviously, because that's one thing that I've learned, because when you're giving bonuses away with the products that you've got going in your campaigns, work out your own email strategies and things that are going on, and hit it hard, because this is going to be a game changer for everybody. So, all right. You got any last moment words?
They never come to you at the last moment. But the bonuses, we'll have some on the JVs as well if you want to add it. But always make it more personal, because you know your list better than anyone. But last remaining word, September 21st, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't wait until the last minute. Sign up now. But it's been an absolute pleasure, as it always is, to be on your live talk show. I hope some good value has come out from this as well. And I look forward to being on the show next.
Thank you, Allie. I appreciate it, dear.
All right.
Bye, everybody. We will see you next time. Go sign up. Get on the JV link. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Take care.